So yeah, this is something I wanted to talk about for a while, and that's just the stats that you see down here. If you've watched my video on underrated characters, you'll notice I go to this this like area a lot. Why I think this is so important is that it kind of tells you what a character is meant to do and how you should kind of approach the neutral or just the punish game. And like, realize that every character in a fighting game, any good fighting game, they're designed to do something specifically. They're not just like given random attributes and they're like, I hope this works, right? The developers want them to do something. So you look at Luigi and you realize his airspeed 0.7, his total air acceleration 0.07. What does that mean? It means he's dog shit in the air. If he jumps at you, it'll be a very telegraphed approach. He has to go one way. It's not like Wario or Jigs where they can kind of sway and space their things better, right? If Luigi's arcing at you and it's going to be misspaced, he cannot start swaying back nearly as well as other characters. He will misspace the move. Luigi kind of gets to make up for this because his air is good, but it still means that you know exactly where he'll end up. Right, so if you spot dodge his air, you know where he'll end up. If you dash back, you know where he'll end up. If you hit him off stage and he just fell out of his jump, he's gonna slowly sway back to the stage. It's gonna be bad, like pretty bad. So you should edge guard him, right? Luigi's an easy character to edge guard for that reason, or like easier than most. You might not know exactly what all these mean, right? So if you want to size them up to other characters, you go here, go to stats, and we go to airspeed, right? Let's click the highest, Yoshi. Super good. Jigs, I just talked about, 1.3. That's really good. Wario, I think I talked about him. These characters have such good airspeed. They have such good air acceleration, right? Jigs, Daisy, they get to move around a lot. They get to switch up their approaches in the air. If Jigs jumps at you and it looks like she's gonna run into your shield, you want to shield grab her, she can just sway back. She doesn't have to do an aerial. You're not gonna hit her. You're not gonna like shield grab her anymore. It's too good. Now we look at the garbage ones. Luigi's the absolute worst in the game. Second worst airspeed, right? It's the opposite. You have to realize that if you want to play Luigi, you need to make a mental note of what his bad attributes are. You should not take to the air against people who are reading you or outspacing you in the air. You should not go super deep off stage for an edge guard if you're scared that the other person might hit you out of your jump, because you probably won't make it back, right? He has a little bit of counterplay with the side B for the aerial thing, but it's a pretty bad move if you're playing against a good player, right? Let's talk about... But yeah, overall, I think these things are super underrated because a lot of people don't realize just like how good some characters are. Let's open Pikachu and let's open Rosa. Why? Because Pikachu's supposed to be a fast character. He is. It's pretty annoying, right? Run speed super quick, walk speed fast, initial dash 1.9 pretty fast. Rosalina is supposed to be a wall. People tell you, oh, just jab, you know, use Luma, make a wall. It's hilarious. People will try to get it on you. You're so annoying. But you look lower, you watch the buds, you're like, wait, he's moving around a lot. What the hell is that about? Her initial dash is better than Pikachu's. She can whiff punish essentially better than Pikachu, right? Her dash attack's really good as well. She can get out of the way super quickly. If you're trying to approach her and she reads it, she can just avoid you, whiff punish you, or just build space really quick. Her run speed's pretty good, not as good as Pikachu's, but Pikachu's supposed to be a fast character. Rosa's supposed to be a slow wall. This isn't a huge difference, right? And you look at Rose and you see short hop takes 50 frames. That is way too long, right? I want to show an example with Joker next, so I might as well pull him up here. Joker. So you notice that for Rosalina to short hop fast fall, that's this third one here, is 36 frames, almost longer than half a second. Actually is longer than half a second. If she wants to tomahawk you, how slow is that? It takes her half a second to jump, fall down on you, grab you. If you don't react to that, it's time for a new game. I'm kidding, but you get what I'm saying. It's slow. Joker's is 20, almost half of Rose's. Short hop fast fall. Isn't that kind of crazy that Joker can fast fall you or tomahawk you that quick? Let's talk about Sheik versus Joker for a sec, because you'd think Sheik's just faster in everything, right? Well, she kind of is. Walk speed 1.4, 1.1. Sheik's faster. Run speed 2.4, 2.0. She's faster. Initial death doesn't show up here, so I'm not that sure. Air speeds are similar, air accelerations are similar, but Sheik's is better across the board. So you think to yourself, Sheik is literally faster than Joker in all regards, right? Well, not really. If you look at the rest of them, her fast fall is faster, 1.7. Joker's is 1.6. But their fall speed. But Joker's fast fall speed is faster than Sheik's. Isn't that weird? 2.8 versus 3. That means Joker fast falls super fucking quickly. Crazy, right? So if Sheik wants to tomahawk you, it takes her 23 frames, and that's fast. That's one of the best in the game. Joker's is even faster by 3 frames. Joker's tomahawk, if he was to short hop up you, fast fall, grab you, 20 frames for you to react to the actual short hop fast fall. That is shorter, than his jab. Like, Joker going for a tomahawk has less visual indication than his jab. Isn't that kind of like crazy to think about? But it's not something you think about just like by watching a Joker player. Until you look at his stats, yeah, he has good movement, but his fast fall speed is just crazy better than almost all of the cast. Even a character that's just like objectively faster than him does not fast fall as fast as him, because for whatever reason in this game, Joker just has a higher percent increase. You see this? So every character, pretty much every character fast falls when their fall speed is multiplied by 60%, or it gets 60% faster. Pichu's way slower because it's Y. Piranha Plant, Ken, Ryu, slower as well. Joker's at 90 with Link. Why? Is Link falling fast? I don't know. He's got a lot in his pocket, a lot of bows and shit. But yeah, Joker's is 90, even Link's. If you're playing Link, you might think, oh, he's not a fast character. His fast fall is crazy good. Super good. You can like not whiff punish, tomahawk so many people because it's just almost impossible to react to it. So yeah, both these characters, crazy good fast fall speeds. So yeah, I just wanted to point out, like, these are things that you should really look at, right? Let's talk about Zero Suit. Just to counter example these. A character who's also very fast, right? 27 on her short fastball. It's pretty slow compared to the Sheik and Joker, right? Top it off, or to add up to it, her grab is 15 frames. You should not be going for tomahawks on ZSS. Now, obviously, this isn't something that, I mean, sometimes you might still go for it because it's like an awkward option that people aren't expecting it. But yeah, this isn't something that you have to always just go here and be like, oh, according to her stats, I shouldn't tomahawk with ZSS. Like, you can figure out her grab's too slow anyway. But even just in general, her short hop is so high. If a ZSS, you're playing against one and she's short hopping against you a lot, it's taking her over half a second for her whole short hop. Compare that to Joker's, who's 30, 8 frames slower, 8 frames faster, sorry. That means ZSS takes a while to get to the peak of her jump. What do ZSS players like doing? Getting to the peak of their jump, fast fall nair. Hit them out of the air, right? You look at these stats and you realize, why is Zero Suit taking so long to short hop compared to other characters? You might not realize it in game, but you have way more time to react to Zero Suit short hopping at you than Joker. Especially because Zero Suit also wants to do moves on her way down. So start stuffing her. If you react to her jumping and just go up faster with a rising aerial, because she's going to go down with an aerial, right? And it takes her long. These are just some of the stats I think are super underrated. People don't look at them enough. Let's go back to just the stats thing. And this is something else that you can just like learn about if you want to pick up a new character. These are things that you should consider, right? Let's say you want to play a fast character. Obviously, you just look around the game and you're like, this character moves fast, but you should also look at his dash and run speed, right? Sheik is just good at both. Fox, good at both. CSS, good at both. Greninja, Mewtwo. People say Mewtwo's not that good. I think he's crazy good because his stats are just crazy across the board. Not across the board, but everywhere. You should look at these and be like, if I want to play a quick character, if I want to whiff punish people, Charizard is here. You think Charizard's a heavy character? He is. He moves. He moves, my boy. He's good. He's on the ground. He doesn't have to just leave the ground and use his slow ass aerials. He can whiff punish you. He can dash grab you. He can just bait you with his movement. But you wouldn't expect that looking at Charizard, right? He's a slow character. Or he looks like he should be a slow character, but he's not. He's not at all. So yeah, if you're considering picking up a character, I would really, really look around these. Grab range. Why do people not look at this? Realize that if you're playing Hero, Fox, even Link, Diddy's starting to get better. Characters will just hard outrange you with their grabs, even if they're not tethers, right? Captain Falcon has a better grab than you if you're playing Diddy. Pit has a better grab than you. Like, you have to realize that these are important. Lucario has a very good grab range. Ganondorf. For characters, Rosalina, right? For characters that don't have tether grabs, Snakes is just ridiculous. I think we already know this, right? You look at this and you start seeing that tether grabs are getting to 20 and Snakes is already at 15. Bowser, obviously. Like, these are important stats. Just take that in. Bowser's grab, NK rule, and Charizard. What? I didn't even know this. 21.4. Can you take in that Charizard literally doubles some characters' grabs, and he's not even a tether grab? People don't know that because it's not obvious, right? Look at their stats besides just the obvious frame data of moves. I hope I got my point across, right? The developers are making characters good at certain things that aren't entirely obvious until you really look at the nitty gritty. So yeah, I don't want to go over the same points, but I really, really recommend that you look at some of these stats. The ones that I think are most important depends on the characters that you're playing. Ericsson airspeed if you like playing aerial games, right? Jigs, Wario, Peach, very good. Fall speed if you want to incorporate more tomahawks if you just want to bait characters more by leaving the air and going down, right? That was just a common way to move in Smash 4. A lot of Sheiks would just fast fall in place because it's so quick, you never knew when she actually wanted to strike at you. Jump height's a pretty big one. It's not the biggest, but I think it's pretty important, right? ZSS, Bayo, Greninja, these characters take a long time to reach the apex of their jump. ZSS and Greninja specifically also want to use their moves on the way down. If you want to fight these characters, realize this. Oops, short hop. Let's go the other way. On the contrary, characters like, okay, Jigs takes an hour to get on the ground anyway. Chrom and Roy, it's so quick for their short hops. It's so hard to react. If you play these characters, abuse that. People will not react to these moves. You can swing your safe moves, right? Weight's obviously a big one. If you feel like living longer, don't play Pichu. Why is it a 62? Pretty low. Especially because he already hurts himself. Right, all these things are great. Walk speed, dash and run. We talked about Marth and Lucina. You know, maybe you want to move more, you want to whiff punish more. Marth and Lucina are very good at this. Sheik's good at this. Fox is good at this. Yeah, Marth and Lucina. Diddy Kong, right? Actually, wait, let me go back there. Diddy Kong is good at this, and he has Monkey Flip. If you watch my video on Tweaks Diddy Kong, we talked about, she stressed how good he is at whiff punishing. This character obviously helps him, right? But you have to use it, right? You might play Diddy and all you think about in your head is, I need to use the banana more. Look at his stats, you realize you should whiff punish more. He has side B, one of the best whiff punishing moves in the game, and just 2 super good stats when it comes to whiff punishing and baiting people with your movement. Yeah, that's it. I've been streaming on Twitch. If you want to follow me there, you can submit some VODs. I'm going to be watching viewer VODs in the future. If you want, ask me any questions about how to improve or all that. Twitch.tv/MikeyD_Luffy. If you have any more questions about this in general, or if you're not sure how to read frame data, ask me anything. Ask me here or on Twitch or on Twitter. Sorry. All the stuff's down there. Like and subscribe if you like it. Have a great day and stay beautiful, my friends.